watching this to look at me. Look at me. I look like a star. Every time I grab this microphone, I sound like a star.
You can talk.
Whether I'm dancing down that ramp, whether I'm dancing in the ring, or whether I'm just knocking the dust off somebody's stinking ass, I move like a star.
Can't argue with that.
Oh, yeah.
I even smell like a star.
Well, I'm too far away from notice that, thank goodness.
So tell me this, why at this point in my career am I not the biggest damn star in the business?
Well, that's up to you, isn't it?
Hey, it's like Henry Sandler had something to say with that.
Tell me this, why my first few weeks here do they put me in the ring with the damn NASCAR driver?
Why? Because you started that problem with Bernie Sadler, Mr. K.
Oh, absolutely.
Why in the hell did the WWF, WWE, whatever the hell they call themselves, why in the hell did they let me go?
I can't answer that.
Me neither.
I was
Terminate my contract? What the punk damn thunder is that about?
That's a good one.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell every last one of you what it is. They was afraid that K-Crush was going to become something that they were scared of.
And K-Crush could have done it, too.
They was afraid, whether you like it or not, I was going to be the hottest damn item they had.
This has been brewing for a long time in his mind.
And you know what that means? That means you will have to promote me. They would have had to sell my t-shirt. Good Lord forbid I get the damn gold around my ripped up ass waist.
And are you at?
Prove it in the ring.
My whole life, I've been kept down. My whole life, I've been treated like a damn second-class citizen.
Maybe if you wrestle more and talk less, that wouldn't be the case.
And why? You want to know why? Because they know that I'm better than they is, and they are afraid of that. You better be afraid. You need to be afraid. You better be afraid, because from this point on, I'm going to take what's supposed to be mine. I'm going to spit some damn face while I'm doing it. After years and years of being personally suppressed, it's time for me to move some damn things to the top of the mountain. Blow the top off that son of a
He can do it. He's got it all.
But you know what? Don't get it twisted. I'm not an angry black man. I'm just the damn truth. And the truth will no longer be denied.
What is going on? Welcome. It's No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed Wednesday. If you're watching this, before I get started on this quick Monday Night Raw review, just gotta do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers of Rumble. 428 YouTube, 122 Rumble. Thank you so very much. But enough of that, let's get into it. It's been a minute since I did one of these reviews for Raw. I figured there's some things that took place worth talking about, right? So how do we start off Raw this week? The same way they always do. we see random people walking into the building. Start off with Becky Lynch, then we see Nikki Bella. Alright, and real quick, like, I don't hate the Bella twins, never have, but I've always liked Brie more than Nikki. That's just me, I'm just saying. We then see the Ring General, Gunther, and the reigning, defending, undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, Mid-Card Jey Uso, yeah. And if you see the way he's looking at his son, he's telling him, like, hey, you know this is going to be the last time I'm champion, right, Us? That's what he said, I'm just saying. Alright, you didn't get a promo from the Never Seen 17, the reigning, defending, well, hardly defending, undisputed WWE Champion, John Cena. Alright, he comes out, he says that Money in the Bank, all you people continue to outdo yourselves with your stupidity. No one gives a damn about the truth. It's a lie. You think someone that's been a complete joke his entire career is gonna beat me for this title? You're out of your mind. And you think you people did something? You think you people have the power to change anything around here? Real quick, the answer is yes, because if the fans stop spending their money on this bullshit product, they will make some significant changes with the quickness. And if they do decide to stay the course, despite losing money hand over fist, then they're either retarded or stubborn. Maybe both. I don't know. Alright, but Cena says that all you people are armchair activists, you know, sofa surfers, you know, you keyboard warriors. None of your voices matter because all your favorites got their asses kicked. Whether it's R-Truth, whether it's Cody Rhodes, whether it's Randy Orton. I struggled more with my bald spot than those three chumps. So why don't you bring me some actual competition this time? And then we hear fucking Pepsi Phil coming out. And I'm not going over what he said. He was yapping, cutting a typical CM Punk promo, talking about he's the voice of the people, he's fighting for the people. Like, no, you're not. Stop it. You're only fighting for yourself, Phil. Just be honest. For once. Fast forward, Cena says, sure, I'll put my title on the line against you, but I ain't gonna be here tonight. Alright, so we have 18 more dates left for Cena, and then that's it. But before we end this segment, we see I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth, the original tribal cuck, Rollins. He comes out with the Paul Heyman family just to say, hey, don't forget about me. Yeah, LA Knight should have won, but I did instead. Fuck y'all. That's what he said. Right, so we move on. We see the bracket for the Queen of the Ring. Right, got 4 fatal 4-ways, and then whoever advances will be single matches into the finals. For the first match, we have Rhea Ripley, Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, and AJ Perez. Now, off rip, I don't want AJ Perez or Rhea Ripley to win. Alright, off rip. So that leaves Kairi Sane, who they're probably never, ever going to seriously push because they don't know how to fucking use her. So that leaves Liv Morgan. But we'll get to that match later on tonight. Right? On SmackDown, there's Jade Cargill, Michin, Piper Niven, and Nia Jax. Now, chances are Triple H, the Croc, the Pelican, he's gonna go with Jade Cargill because she's jacked. That's why. Like, you know, that's his Bianca right there. Right? Now, me personally, I would rather go with Piper Niven to give her a fucking chance. It's the same problem with this company for years. They continue to go with the same people and the same bullshit, boring, stale-ass rotation over and over and over and over again. Why don't you give Piper Niven a chance to step up? Let's see what she can do. But is that going to happen? No. most likely it'll be either Jade Cargill or Nia Jax that advances. Michin ain't going no fucking where. I can tell you right now. Matter of fact, she's lucky her ass didn't get released this year. It might happen next year, you know. I'm just saying, gotta be honest. Now for the next match, we have Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, and Candice, how the fuck am I still here, LeRae. Now this one's too easy, alright? Obviously, I want Chelsea Green to advance, but if Alexa advances, that's fine too. What I don't want to see is Charlotte Flair. Woo! And Candice LeRae. Imagine, out of these fucking four, Candice, I never drew a dime. LeRae is the one that advances to the semifinals. That tells you everything that's wrong with this fucking company. And for the last match, they already spoiled Asuka's return. Shows you how much they really give a fuck about Asuka. You know what I mean? Now Asuka got Stephanie McMahon, got Raquel Rodriguez, and got Ivy Nile. Alright. Who here thinks that Ivy Nile's going to advance? It's like, come on, man. It's like the same with Michin, same with Candice LeRae. Like, these people are not advancing. Right? So the only real answer is possibly Stephanie McMahon or Asuka. Me personally, I want to see Asuka move forward. No, if Stephanie moves forward, that's fine too. Alright, but I'd rather go with Asuka in this one. So there you go. We'll see how shit plays out. Alright, but we move on. We see American Made. Chad was talking his shit, but he gets interrupted by Brutus. Brutus was like, bro, listen, like, you've been going crazy this past week. Alright? Let Big Brutus take care of the phenomenal AJ Styles. I'm like, one of these days, he's gonna learn. He's gonna learn the hard way to stop doing that goofy, retarded laugh of his. Right? And Chad was like, you think I'm weak? I'm Chad fucking Gable. I'm the Iron Man of the WWE. Make no mistake about it, AJ, you are as good as everybody says you are. But I am an Olympic athlete, silver medalist at the end of the day, and I will out wrestle your ass 6 ways from Sunday at any time, anywhere. So we get the match, Chad Gable versus AJ Styles. Fast forward to the finish, AJ tries to lock in a calf killer, but transitions into the Styles Clash. Wasn't clean because it looks like he just dropped down instead of jumping up like he normally does. But it's whatever. 1, 2, 3, the phenomenal AJ Styles goes over. Alright, fast forward, we see AJ Perez and Liv Morgan talk backstage. Roxanne says, may the best woman win here tonight. Liv Morgan says, don't worry, I will. Laughs at her and walks away. That's how it's done. Like, you ain't better than me, ho. Right? Better recognize. Relax. Right? But we get the next match, Fatal 4-Way. Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, AJ Perez, and Rhea Ripley. Now everybody loves Rhea. Why is that? Because she has a nice ass and caters to the gooners in the audience. Alright? We'll get the match. Fast forward to the finish. Kairi Sane was 3 seconds away to advancing to the semifinals. And guess who comes and fucks it all up? The person who I want to win the least. As AJ Perez does a jackknife pin to Kairi Sane. 1, 2, 3. AJ fucking Perez moves on. It's like, man, they're trying so hard to push this chick, man. I don't get it. I promise you, I don't fucking get it. You know what she reminds me of? I was watching that Stranger Things teaser like last week or the week before that, and I'm like, it just hit me. She reminds me of Nancy off of Stranger Things, because I remember I seen this shit, people talking about, like, dude, Nancy's so fucking hot, bro. I'm like, what? Like, there's no chick on there that's hot. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with these people, man? Absolutely not. Like, I can't get past that fucking childlike face of hers, man. I just think to myself, middle school, like, you should be learning about the periodic table or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do it, dude. I can't. I can't fucking do it. But she advances, but the good thing is, there's no fucking way she's winning because Liv Morgan ain't gonna allow it. At least I hope not, man. I really hope we don't see the queen of the ring here in 2025 as AJ Perez, because it's too fucking much. Perish the notion that at some point this year we could see Mercedes Moné as the AEW Women's World Champion and AJ Perez as the Raw Women's World Champion at the same time. My goodness. Oh my God. The women's divisions would be at an all-time low if that fucking happens. And I pray it doesn't. Alright. We move on. We see Nikki Bella, doing a reunion with Natty backstage. She then sees Kairi Sane and Io Sky. And she was like, "Are you okay?" And Kairi's looking at her like, "No." Like, no, you idiot. Why the fuck would I be okay? Like, I lost to a munchkin. Of course I'm not okay. Alright, and then I guess we're teasing Nikki versus Io, maybe. I don't know, man. But we didn't get a promo from the reigning, defending, undisputed Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Man, Becky Lynch. And the only thing I remember from this promo is her saying, "Oh, I don't get a 'you deserve it' chant?" No. No, the fuck you don't. Alright? But we see the return of Big Pam, the Triple B on this show. Big Booty Bailey coming back, whooping that ass. Alright, we see Lyra, she was out there looking dazed and confused. Like, what are you confused about? Maybe she has a case of R-Truth's amnesia. I'm not sure. But it's like, you don't remember it was supposed to be you and Bailey versus Liv and Raquel at WrestleMania 41 for the tag team titles, but then this broad shows up and steals her spotlight. Don't remember that? Maybe not. But Bailey comes back looking good. Let me tell you. Whooping that ass. Right, Becky tries to leave, Lyra throws her back in. Bailey tries to hit the Rose plan, but Bailey dips out. She says, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." And then we get the promo, the best segment that happened on this show pretty much all year. I'm not even gonna hold you. Alright, we see the return of R-Truth here on Raw. R-Truth says that y'all made this happen. You understand? Don't let anybody tell you you don't have any power. You have the power to make changes around here. And that's exactly what y'all did. Alright? Y'all love R-Truth. I love R-Truth. But I gotta be honest. R-Truth can be a little too forgiving. A little too nice. The crowd tries to chant, "What? What?" And this is how you shut him down. He says, "I wish you would." You're like, "Oh." They said, they said, "Oh, he's serious. Like, he ain't fucking around." He says, "You think I'm a joke? You think I'm a gimmick?" Takes out the scissors and cuts off his dreadlocks. This man has been rocking for decades. I said, "Oh, shit." And even the crowd was like, "Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit." And it's a big fucking deal. Alright? He had them things for years. Cut them shits off on live TV. He said, "I'm Ron Killings. I'm the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So put some damn respect on my name." And walks away. So not only was this the best shit that happened on the show, this is the best shit that happened on this show in months. Since John Cena's greatest promo of all time, exposing the mediocrity that is the American cuck, Cody Rhodes. Alright? And let me say this. Alright? This is one of the reasons why I want to do a review for this week's episode. Triple H ain't getting a pass. Not from me. Alright? Because keep in mind, I've been wanting to see this version of R-Truth for years. Years, mind you. And it takes the fact that this man gets released, comes back, and then we finally finally get the serious R-Truth. And keep this in mind, we could have got this version of Raw the Truth Killings 2 decades ago on this fucking show. But no. We had to wait. I guess better 2 decades later than never, huh? And no, this shit was not a work. Alright, I refuse to believe that, because at the end of the day, 3 people were not going to be renewed. Alright, it was R-Truth, Carlito, and Sarah Logan, or aka Valhalla. Alright, those 2 are still fucking gone. Right? We haven't heard shit about them. Judgment Jobbers are acting like Carlito never even existed. You know what I mean? So get the fuck out of here. This was not a work. Alright, this was a retcon of their decision to release R-Truth. Alright, and they released him because they gave him a lowball ass contract because, you know, this is your value. This is the value that we think you bring to the table. Ron looked at it and he says, what? Oh, hell nah. It doesn't resign. And I don't blame him. Alright, so I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not going to forget the fact that he got his ass whooped by John Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event. I'm not going to forget the fact that he got his ass whooped by my name's Jeff, Corn on the Cob, JC Mateo on SmackDown. Right? I'm not going to forget that. Alright, so I'm not getting my hopes up. Right? Now, the smart decision would be to have R-Truth be the one to beat John Cena. My second pick would be L.A. Knight. Yeah. But under no circumstances do I want to see the American cuck, Cody Rhodes, be the one to beat John Cena. Like, it's as if these people didn't get enough of this dude being champion for a fucking year, doing fuck all with that belt. Matter of fact, he devalued that belt. This schmuck's supposed to be a babyface. He was a champion for a year and only had 9 televised title defenses. People must love their slop, I guess, because this shit doesn't make any fucking sense to me as how people think that shit was good. I don't know, it eludes my comprehension. Alright, but I digress. Alright, we'll see how shit plays out, but again, I'm not getting my hopes up for Raw the Truth Killings becoming a world champion. If it happens, you know, then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Alright, but moving on. So the Judgment Jobbers backstage, and I can tell you right now, I don't give a fuck what any of these guys said. I don't. And we move on to the Paul Heyman family. And I'm just looking at Braun Breaker, and I'm just like, bruv, like, just spear all of them and be your own man. You know, what are you doing? Why is LeBron Breaker being wasted in this fucking stale ass group that doesn't even have a fucking name? It's stupid. But I guess they're going with the direction of, like, Braun eventually is going to get tired of the original Tribal Cut bossing him around, and he's going to turn on Rollins, and they're going to set up Rollins versus Braun Breaker, and decide, I don't care, man. Braun should be a world heavyweight champion right about now, but what do I know? But we're moving on to the men's Fatal 4-Way match for the men's King of the Ring. Right, we have Braun Breaker, we have Dominic Mysterio, we have Penta Zero Miedo, and Sami Zayn. Fast forward to the finish. Sami hits the haluva kick to Mysterio. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn advances. Congratulations. Moving on, we see a promo from AJ Styles. He admits that Chad Gable is living rent-free in his head. Alright, we then see New Day giving Grayson Waller a pep talk. They're like, listen, bro, like, we're the Raw Tag Team Champions, and we can't even get consistent TV time. So you need to go out there and make your presence be felt. You understand? And once again, where the fuck is Austin Theory? Moving on, we get the Karrion Kross Sami Zayn backstage segment of the week, and we're going on, what, like week 10, week 11, possibly week 12 of the same exact segment going on Raw each week. And it makes you wonder, why the fuck isn't Karrion Kross wrestling each week? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Now, if I had to use my clairvoyance, you know, my observation hockey, more than likely they're going to have Sami Zayn be the one that beats Gunther, become the world champion, and then they might have Karrion Kross beat Sami Zayn. I could see that happening, you know, but I don't know, man. I don't care about Sami Zayn. I really don't. And I want to see Karrion Kross actually do something on this fucking show. That's what I want to see. We didn't see the brackets for the King of the Ring. Sami advances this week on SmackDown. It's Orton versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes, who they're doing absolutely nothing with. Now, me personally, you already know it's L.A. Knight. Yeah. But chances are he's not going to win. Alright, I don't believe, like, this is, again, it's like fucking leave, man. Like, he could have won the Money in Bank, but they gave it to that fucking cuck, Rollins. So, I highly fucking doubt he wins the King of the Ring here. So, if LA doesn't win, then I want to see Carmelo Hayes advance. Now, next match, yeah, the American cuck, Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Andrade El Idolo, and Shinsuke Nakamura, who's somehow still here. No, under no circumstances will Shinsuke Nakamura will ever be a world champion in this company. That ship done sailed a long time ago. Ain't never coming back. So at this point, like, release him. You might as well release him. If you're not going to use him, get rid of him. He could be used better elsewhere. So out of these four, I want to see Andrade advance. I'm good on Damian Priest. You know, he's been world champion, you know, but he's cooled off. Alright? And under no circumstances do I ever, and I do mean ever, want to see the American cuck, Cody Rhodes, be a champion in this fucking company again. Alright? Even if he's a heel. I mean, I could tolerate it, but I'd rather him not be champion than to be champion under any circumstances, alright? He's still my number one op when it comes to this wrestling shit, you understand? So, I'm going with Andrade on this one. And as far as the last match, you got Sheamus, Rusev, the top dog, Big Bronson Reed, and a mystery opponent. I don't know who it is. I really don't care. The top dog, Big Bronson Reed, ain't winning. Rusev is still mid-carder, so I want to see Sheamus win. I want to see Sheamus be a world champion one more time. One more again. You understand? Moving on, we get a promo from Nikki Bella, but she gets interrupted by Liv Morgan. Liv says, "Need to put some respect on my name. I'm a multiple-time women's world champion, and you're lucky I wasn't wrestling during the Divas era because I would whoop your candy ass as well. And at least I got a man." And the crowd was like, "Oh, shit." Right, I guess she's talking about the divorce between Nikki Bella and her ex-husband or whatever. I don't give a shit. I really don't. Right. Nikki says, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but let me ask you, because as far as Dominic Mysterio, like, I can't tell who he's with. Is it you or is it Roxanne Perez? And the crowd was like, oh shit. Right. But tell her I said thank you for taking your title shot and your man. Walks away. Liv says fuck that, hits the oblivion to Nikki, and best believe Nikki don't take bumps for free. So best believe her and Brie Mode are coming after the Raw or the women's tag team titles. And that match will more than likely happen at SummerSlam, aka Summerfest this year. And then we move on to the main event. And it's for the World Heavyweight Championship, right? We have the Ring General Gunther going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed Raw World Heavyweight Champion mid-card Jey Uso. Fast forward to the finish. Right, Gunther locks in the sleeper hold for like 5 minutes. Fine puts Jey Uso to sleep, and new World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunther. Now, I forgot who it was that told me in the comment section that this happened, and I had to go check it out for myself, and this is hilarious, right? But you know who's going to be pissed off? Rikishi. Best believe. That rant will be legend. Wait for it. Dairy. legendary. I'm not mad at all, right? Because at the end of the day, Jey Uso is the winner of the Royal Rumble here in 2025, and he went on to win at WrestleMania 41. Even though it's the first match, the curtain jerker, he still won, and no one can ever take that away from him, right? And in my opinion, he is the best babyface here in 2025, right? I'm just saying, he got that whole fucking crowds and stadiums eating up and down, all right? So honestly, they could have did a better job booking him, and Jey Uso could have did a better job representing himself as world champion for this company. But it is what it is. And best believe Gunther is not going to be champion for that long, because more than likely it'll either be Pepsi Phil or Sami Zayn that's going to beat him for that title, or it could be the original tribal cuck Rollins who cashes in on Gunther. Or, you know, if Rollins was smart, he would cash in on Cena, but I digress. We'll see how shit plays out, but as far as this episode of Raw, overall, it was mid. And for all the people that think that this shit was good, just wait till next week. Right? There's not going to be no Nikki Bellas. There for damn sure are not going to be any John Cenas on the show, but at least we get to see Asuka return. So that's something to look forward to, but yeah, that's all I gotta say about this bullshit. So I want to hear from you guys. How you guys felt about this week's episode of Raw? You know, did you like it? Did you hate it? All that good shit in the comment section. To those who go out the way and like, comment my videos, thank you so very much. To those who go out their way and dislike my videos, more power to you. As far as what's next, I might try to knock out NXT real quick, and then I gotta try to get caught up on past shit like NWA and Evolve and other shit I gotta do. So, but you shall see. Alright, but wishing up for you guys this time. So with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect yours, your loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty, but most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. And until next time, adios.